I'm good. Feel real good.
What happened the other day?
I really just kind of felt funny. It's kind of precautionary. Doctors just want to make sure everything is okay.
It looked pretty bad holding your arm coming off the field.
Yeah, I know, but I'm a tough guy, so I'm all right. Yeah, come on. Boston tough. There's a big difference right there. Yeah. You want to talk about one of the top defensive coordinators year in, year out. I think Coach Foster is definitely one of them. It's kind of a salute to him. I guess everyone really kind of knows that, understands that, and really kind of facing them last year, even though it was one of my maybe best games yards-wise, you could just see their sound defense, where they were on the field, where their guys were just even standing or where they were playing, the leverages they were playing. You could just tell that they were well coached and had a really good scheme. But that's football. I love facing the so-called best. I love competing against the so-called best, and even if it's a guy in the booth, still we're facing each other in my eyes. So that's always a good competition for me, and I thrive off that.
Hayden, Virginia Tech has plenty to play for. They're playing for the coach.
Yeah.
They're playing for a possible bowl game. Can you kind of put in perspective what you guys are playing for?
Coach London said it best. I think yesterday actually. For the seniors, for the guys that really poured everything they could into this program, and I've tried to do everything they can to maximize their opportunities here at this program. So I think he's got the younger guys playing for the seniors and playing for the guys that this is their last game at Scott Stadium, and last time I ever play football ever again.
For you, what does that mean? As a senior, what would that mean for you?
To
get this win?
I mean, it would mean everything. I mean, there's been a lot of guys that weren't able to do it, and I personally feel as a senior, if those guys are playing for me, I'm playing for the guys that didn't do it. For the Leroy Reynolds of the world, and O'Day Abushis and Morgan Moseses and C. Long and all those guys. I want to get it for all of them. I can be in good company and tell them that I got this one for you guys.
In a way, do you feel like you're playing for Coach London and what could be his last game?
Yeah, I mean, Coach, that's our guy. That's in my eyes. You won't meet a better person than Coach London. We're playing for him every single game. That's our leader. That's someone we look up to. Especially based on people's circumstances. Like that's their cornerstone. He's their cornerstone. So that just says a lot about Coach London and who he is as a person, and that's something I do anything for Coach. So absolutely.
This of all weeks, hard to not to block out the distractions because there's so many things on both sides of the team.
It's one of those things where it's a big game. There's no hiding that. If you sit here and say we're going to ignore that, then you'd be lying. It's one of those things where we have to keep our focus on ourselves and move forward and focus on our seniors and really just play for our seniors and their last game at Scott Stadium. And that's the most important thing for us, but not lose the idea that this is a big game. It's exciting. You come here to play in games like this, and we're really excited. And it's going to be a very vibrant atmosphere on Saturday, and we're looking forward to that.
Difficult schedules. What is this four-year ride kind of been like?
It's been a lot of fun. There's Canaan Severin in the background once you say his name. These guys are, they're my brothers, and they just mean everything to me. Coming up and going through the 2-10 season, then being so close at last year, and it's one of those things where, these are the guys that I've fought with all along. We've gone through the same journey, and we know how tough it's been, and we've been on highs, we've been on lows, and we really want to send them out on a high note, and it's about those guys this Saturday.
I guess you would, from what my knowledge of Canadian hockey and Virginia and Virginia Tech, I would say it's the Maple Leafs versus Canadians type of rivalry, and it might even be bigger than that. It's crazy.
Obviously, you got that fifth year you come back for. What's this extra year been like? I mean, still, a lot of hurdles in the way.
Yeah, it's definitely been great though. Throughout all the hurdles and obstacles, I always enjoyed being out there with my guys, being out there with Coach, and just being out there in Scott Stadium and playing college football. You know, it's not a lot of times in life you'll be able to get on the field with 11 guys at one time. You know, no one team is going to be the same. So over the years, I definitely built relationships with all my teammates. Got to play with some of the guys I thought I never will get to play with, being that I got this 5th year. So it's been a blessing, and I'm looking forward to, you know, finishing up in Scott Stadium this Saturday.
What are the emotions like going into your last game?
It's still building. It's been building ever since you know, it's been coming to an end. But you know, yesterday in the walkthrough, a lot of the seniors were looking at each other like this is our last you know, college Sunday walkthrough, and it's definitely going to continue to build. And I'm just going to savor every moment and enjoy it to the best of my ability.
What would a win over Virginia Tech mean to you in your last game here?
That would be great. You know, we haven't beat them in, I believe, 11 years, and I believe Coach Ryan actually told us that's like 3 generations worth of UVA football classes that have come through here and not been able to beat them. So that would be great for this program, great for Coach London, great for our seniors going out, and especially great for Charlottesville and the community here.